how to remove closed accounts from your credit report and what you should avoid removing. By the end of this video, you're going to know your best option. Should you remove it, correct it, or should you leave it? Keep in mind, a closed account doesn't mean it's negative by default. A negative account includes at least a 30-day late payment or a statement like reported as lost or stolen by consumer. Removing a closed account will change the total link to your credit history, can change your credit score drastically. Here's an example. Let's say that you remove a 20-year student loan. Now, your credit history is based on your next longest account, which in this example is only going to be 3 years. How many points do you think you're going to lose from going from 20-year credit history down to 3? First, determine if the account is derogatory to begin with. Second, decide if it can be corrected versus removing it to retain the history. And third, create your action plan based on the dispute type. We're going to break this down into closed accounts with less than 4 late payments, closed accounts with more than 4 late payments, charged off accounts, and accounts that will be closed and charged off. Less than 4 late payments. You can remove the late payments to have a report as paid, never late. It's possible because the only way to legally verify a late payment is for them, the creditor, to furnish a bank statement proving when your payment was or was not accepted into their account. Do you really think they're going to do that? Obviously not. So dispute directly with the bureaus. Choose the oldest late payment and put the burden of proof on the bureaus by saying you are not late on whatever that date is. Remove this late payment history for inaccuracy. Now, you're disputing one thing to remove multiple. Obviously, they're going to fight you on it because they're not there to help you. So you need to stick with the program and fight this factually. Choose the next date and do the same thing. And then you can go after them for various violations like notice of dispute, date last reported, etc., and use it to get your corrections. A side note on student loans, you can find more information specifically for these linked in the description because they have a different process and follow up entirely, more than 4 late payments. Unless you want to spend years of your life trying to go after each and every late payment individually, you're going to have to decide if it's best to leave the account and overshadow it with positive credit or delete it. And you can attack the late payments to remove the account, or you can use charge off tactics to remove that account. Using charge off tactics and removing an account 100%, I have a bunch of videos that are linked in the description. They're going to teach you how to do this. Now, you're going to use charge off tactics for, obviously, charge offs, accounts with too many late payments, student loan collections, foreclosures, repossessions, and open, soon to be charged off accounts. Because there's no way to correct an account like that, you can dispute it using any factual tactic that goes after a deletion. An example would be if you're late on an auto loan, but you know you're not going to pay it and it's going to be repoed, you can use a charge off tactic to remove it entirely from your credit report. Another example would be if you're only 30 days late, but eventually it's going to be 100% negative or charged off. Waiting for it to get to that point is just a waste of time and you should start disputing it now. So your takeaway from this is very simple. Closed is not negative by default and shouldn't be removed unless it's included in bankruptcy, lost or stolen, or has more than 4 late payments. And you want to try to keep the account on your credit report for the history. So if there's less than 4 late payments, update it to make it look like you had never paid late. If this is just something that you don't want to do, schedule your free discovery call with me at my740.com for a credit sweep